Yo, what up guys? Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Keyblade. This is part 4. In the last part, Izuku wanted to know on how heartless and nobodies were created, with him witnessing it and then putting an end to it as soon as possible. Within him fighting against tons of heroes and also Ryuku and Nejira-chan, with him having to use his gravity magic. Soon, he begins his first day at UA, where he shows off his quirk, or his Keyblade wielding skills. Within Aizawa wanting to expel Izuku due to him being suspicious of being the key warrior, which he is, but basically shoves it off. With that, Izuku now has to be more careful around his homeroom teacher. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As Izuku is heading back to the classroom to get his stuff to leave, Aizawa was heading back to the teacher's office, but then saying, it's a little early to start out picking out a protege, All Might, don't you think? With then saying that, a big muscular man with blonde hair comes out saying, I am here. Who's been found out? With soon All Might saying, I'm not really. I just wanted to see about your class and wanted to see if you really did expel one of them or the entirety. Since I do remember you being expelled your entire homeroom class before last year. With soon Aizawa saying, many of them have potential. Even Mineta, so it only seemed right to let them stay. With soon saying, but you planned on expelling young Midoriya from the start if you found out he was the key warrior. Is that right? With soon, as I was saying, even if it was a small chance, the smallest chance in the world, we have to take precautions if it's possible. We've seen the kind of things that the key warrior was able to do and the things that Hero said that he can do. The ability, superhuman speed, strength, durability, fire, ice, lightning, wind, and the list may go on. We've seen what Midoriya was able to do in the entrance exam, given with just only with some light and just the sword itself. But if Midoriya is able to do all that other stuff, then we have to make sure that the student's safety comes first. Midoriya is still on thin ice. I haven't given up on his suspicions just yet. Soon, Aizawa walking off. Within, All Might thinking to himself, young Midoriya, I hope you are not a vigilante either. Then, Izuku heading out, thinking, man, it's going to be harder and harder, isn't it? Day in, day out, Aizawa's going to be breathing down my throat every day just to make sure that I'm not the key warrior since I am. It'd be better if I would soon. Izuku bumped into somebody saying, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Saying, hey, Midoriya, is that you? With Izuku shocked, having a surprised face saying, Miss Hato? Oh, right, you're a third year this year, isn't that right? With her saying, yep, I am. And it looks like you really did get into UA. I'm so happy for you. With saying, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. With then, she's saying, anytime. As she soon stands back up. Within, somebody behind her saying, Nejira, what are you doing? And what happened? With soon saying, oh, sorry, you. As it being another third year, and she has that of short orange hair. With soon saying, sorry, I accidentally bumped into her. I was in my own thoughts. With soon Nejira saying, it's like how we first met, if you think about it. With soon Izuku saying, yeah, I guess so. Getting a little bit nervous, thinking, oh man, talking to Hato one-on-one is nerve-wracking enough, but two girls? Oh man, what am I gonna do? As Izuku is freaking out internally. With soon she's saying, so, you're a first year. It's nice to meet you. I'm a third year in Nejira's class as well. I'm Yu Hanya. It's a pleasure to meet you, as Izuku saying, Izuku Midoriya. That's my name. But saying, well, Izuku Midoriya, I hope to see you again first year. As soon Yu takes Nejira back to class 3A, with soon Izuku thinking to himself, it's crazy I ran into her again, especially on my first day. Anyways, I should head back home. With soon leaving UA, he catched up with Ochako and Ida as they walked to the station together. The next day, Class 1A had normal high school classes as they normally would, with English, math, history, and so on and so forth. With then also having lunches prepared by the Pro Hero Lunch Rush. With Izuku, of course, fanboying over the, Chef Hero after all. With then having their other periods as well, being that of Arts, Humanity, and many other classes. With soon the last class being that of Hero Training. With Izuku thinking to himself, I wonder who's going to be our Hero Course teacher. With soon everyone in the classroom thinking on that their teacher is pretty late right now. With soon the door sliding open furiously, with then somebody coming through it saying, here I am, coming in through the door like a hero. After this, soon Kirishima saying, All Might's here? With soon adding to the comment, Suyu saying, so it looks like he really is a teacher here. With then Ojiro saying, isn't that his Silver Age costume? That's kind of retro if you think about it. As for Izuku, seeing his idol, his childhood idol, being in the same classroom as him, and not only that, is most likely his teacher, he can't help but actually be excited as he has that of a pure and gentle smile with basically stars all around him. With then All Might begin explaining that he'll be their hero combat teacher for their entire year. With soon Izuku saying, really? Oh man, this is gonna be amazing. As All Might soon basically explains that he wants to test each and every one of their skills and abilities within Bakugo saying, fight training! With All Might saying, yes, young Bakugo, combat does involve fighting, but there are different types of combat that you must know. But soon, Bakugo still gets excited, but it tries to hide, but have a hard time of hiding it though, through his, devious devilish smile. But soon, All Might pulls out a remote and presses a button, which then suitcases began coming from the wall behind everyone in Class 1A. As All Might soon explains that those suitcases have their specific hero costumes that they wrote down in the beginning of the year. With that, Izuku is actually psyched before he remembers, oh crap, I totally forgot to turn in my hero costume form. So within he remembers that his mother basically made him his own personal hero costume based off the notes on his old hero notebook. Within, Izuku is still excited. Within everybody changing into their hero costume, and All Might looking at everyone in Class 1A as they walk to Training Field Beta. With soon, he begins saying, the clothes make the pros. And looks like you all embody that pretty well. But soon, everybody showing off their hero costume. With soon, Izuku being the last one, as he has his hero costume actually. But soon, Ochako sees Izuku saying, hey, Deku, is that your hero costume? It looks so cool. With soon, Izuku getting a little bit nervous and blushing a little bit, saying, thanks, Uraka. I appreciate it. With soon, she's saying, I should have been more specific about my hero costume. This is a little bit skin tight. With soon, Izuku saying, oh, no, I think you're fine. As he's looking away while still blushing pretty hard, actually. But then Mineta basically seeing the conversation, has his thumbs up saying, "I love this school." But then after that, Ida raises his hand and asks, "I have a question, All Might. This is the same practice field that many of us in the entrance exam took place in. Will we be fighting against robots as normal?" With soon, All Might soon says, "Well, normally, yes. For first years, we take it down a little bit easier just to get you a feel of things. However, I see great potential in many of you. So, I decided I think you should at least do something on a second year and third year level, as it'd be heroes versus villains, 2-on-2 battles, with soon everyone getting a little bit excited while others feel a little bit nervous and kind of worried. As soon Suyu saying, "All Might, are you sure that we're ready for something like this? Isn't this way too advanced for people like us?" Within, Bakugo scoffing off, saying, "Speak for yourself, frog girl." With soon, All Might saying, "I believe so. And don't worry, if anything gets too out of hand, I'll step in to help out. I promise." With then saying, "Please, everyone come up here and take a letter from this box." With soon, everybody in Class 1A each pick out a letter from there. With soon, Izuku getting the letter A, as soon thinking, I wonder who I'm paired up with. As soon, he saying, "I think that would be me, Midoriya." As soon, he looks behind him saying, you're saying, "My name is Fumikage Tokuyami, and I am one who was chosen by the darkness." With soon, Izuku's eyes begin widening, saying, "You were chosen by the darkness?" As then, Izuku looks around, Tokuyami's body, as he realizes that he's covered by a thick black cloak, as being his hero costume. But soon, he's saying, "That's correct. However, I will use this darkness in this pursuit of justice and helping those in need. I swear it." What soon, Izuku saying, "Oh, that's so. That's good to hear, Tokuyami. I look forward to working alongside you." Soon, Tokuyami saying, "Likewise, Midoriya." With then Izuku thinking to himself, he said he was chosen by the darkness. Does it have to do with his quirk? Or was he really chosen by the darkness of this world? Who knows? But I'll keep an eye on Tokuyami. This may be a good chance I can do that, though. But then, All Might saying, "All right, looks like everybody's paired up." Now, with soon Ida saying, "I have a question, sir. How will we'll be fighting against each other?" With soon getting interrupted, but then Izuku placing a hand on his tall glasses-wearing friend, saying, "Ida, please, I think All Might was just about to explain." With soon Ida saying, my apologies, All Might, sir," as he bows. With soon All Might thinking to himself, I wasn't kidding about Ida being that of always wanting questions and information. Yeah, he's quite impatient for stuff like this. With soon All Might getting out of his train of thought, saying, "Well, I'll be choosing you by random. Each of these boxes hold your team name, and you'll get to choose on which one you'll be part of." As one box had the spelling for hero, while the other one had the spelling for villain. With soon, out of the first box being the hero box, there's Group A as being Izuku and Tokuyami, and then out of the villain box, it will be Group C as it being Momo and Ojiro. With that, both Izuku and Tokuyami began preparing, while Momo and Ojiro began heading to the building where they'll be having the bomb. As soon, All Might tells everybody that they have time to prepare for their strategy and work alongside as a team. or they can head to the Monty room and check out the training exercise from there. With soon everybody heading to the Monty room, within Ochako and Ida wishing Izuku good luck, with Izuku giving off a comforting smile by removing his rebreather and saying, "Thank you guys, I appreciate it." With soon him and Tokiyami heading out. Within both Momo and Ojiro found the bomb in the building that they're supposed to be guarding. With that, soon Ojiro saying, "So, how should we do this, Yaoyorozu?" But soon, Momo began thinking, as she soon sang, "I think it's best if I barricade the door to make sure that both Midoriya and Tokiyami can't come through." With soon, Ojiro saying, "Seems like a good idea. However, Midoriya does seem pretty strong." Same thing also goes for Tokiyami too. With soon, she's saying, that's a good idea. So, I think it's best for you to slow them down so time can run out. Not only that, I'll set traps so to make it harder for them to make it closer to us." Within Ojiro saying, "That's smart. We still have a little time before we begin." Within, Momo heads out and starts setting a little bit of traps outside, mostly being trap wires and some being made of motion sensor traps too. With that, I believe they're ready. With soon she begins barricading the door, Ojiro waiting for Izuku and Tokiyami. Within, Izuku began explaining his quirk, well, his Keyblade actually, as it's a sword that he's able to use in any form, in any way, as he has the power of light and darkness. But soon, Tokiyami saying, "So, you're a wielder of the light. I think it makes sense that we are somewhat opposites, Midoriya." But soon, Izuku saying, "Wait, no, but I do use darkness too, remember? I did say that." With soon, Tokiyami saying, "I agree. And I could see that. However, still, what do we do with Yaoyorozu? I think Ojiro will try and keep us at bay, but Yaoyorozu will be another story." With then Izuku saying, "I agree. If I remember during the quirk apprehension test, she's able to create tons of things. So we need to watch out for that." Then she's saying, "I agree. So, what do you say? The best chance that they have? Barricade themselves with the bomb. But Ojiro doesn't seem like the kind of person who would just sit back and do nothing. If anything, I believe he'll be trying to stop us. So, how about you take care of Ojiro and I go after the bomb?" But then Tokiyami began thinking, "I think that's a good plan, Midoriya. I'll stall him as much as I can for you to help, for you to get the bomb." But then the two shake hands saying, "Good luck," with All Might telling them to begin. With that, they begin rushing through the building. With then, Momo began noticing a couple of motion sensors going off, as she soon saying, "Ojiro, they're inside the building now. They might be heading up the stairs." But soon, Ojiro saying, "Got it." With then preparing himself in one of the hallways. With then Izuku saying, "It's a good thing that none of them have darkness. And not only that, the light isn't too blinding from either one of them. So that means that they're perfectly fine. But that also means I can't sense our presence. But maybe, just maybe," as Izuku thinks this while he's running alongside Tokiyami upstairs, he begins saying, "Midoriya, look." Within, Izuku stopping, saying, "Oh, looks like we found him." With soon, Ojiro standing in front of them, saying, "You two will not be going anywhere. I'll take you both on at once." But soon, Izuku smirks alongside Tokiyami, saying, Sorry, Ojiro. No disrespect, my friend, but I will be your opponent, not Midoriya. But soon, dark light claws began to come out of his cloak. But soon, Izuku's thinking, it's not actual darkness, but it looks like darkness itself. Is that tied to his quirk? I need a little bit more time to analyze, but right now, I don't. But soon, Izuku's saying, Tokiyami, on it. As then, he extends the dark claws out, with soon Ojiro dodging one of them and stopping the other one. As doing this, he gives Izuku the opening he needs to slip by him, like it was nothing. But soon, Ojiro saying, No! Midoriya, get back here! After screaming that, he knocks Tokiyami's claws back with his tail as he runs after Izuku. Within, one of the claws grabbed onto his tail and stopped Ojiro in place. Within, Tokiyami saying, Like I said, Ojiro, I am your opponent. With soon, a dark light beam begins to emerge from his cloak. As it being, this is my quirk, Dark Shadow. As then, but soon Ojiro begins preparing for battle against Tokiyami. As for Izuku, he noticed that there are plenty of traps actually surrounding him, as he's able to dodge them easily, with many of the tripwires actually, mostly being on the ground actually, not really on the walls or even on the ceiling at that. So, yeah. But then, he begins looking through each floor, as then he finally found a floor which one of the doors were actually locked. As hearing rumbling around the door, as the door was barricaded, Momo began to freak out as she began saying, How did he make it so quickly? With soon she begins saying, Now's not the time to think. I have to prepare for myself before Midoriya gets in here. As she soon creates that of a metal rod and prepares for Izuku coming through. Within, Izuku busts through the door with just one hit from his Keyblade. As soon he walks in, with Momo actually downright surprised and shocked, seeing this as her eyes were wide open. Within, she's saying, Midoriya, how did you... That barricade had at least 3 tons of reinforced steel blocking it. And you... With soon, Izuku looking at the spiked ponytailed girl. With soon, his Keyblade shows itself. Within, everybody noticed that Izuku's Keyblade looked different. With soon, even All Might noticed this too, alongside Bakugo as well. With then Kaminari saying, Wait, hold up. Didn't Midoriya have something like a green key-like sword yesterday? With soon everyone saying, yeah. But then Sato saying, but it looks different now. It almost, in the color scheme, it looks similar to that. With Shoto saying, it looks like that of All Might's color scheme. With Bakugo getting frustrated and pissed. With Izuku's Keyblade representing that of All Might. As the keychain was one of his old All Might keychains. What soon? Izuku saying, Alright, sorry about this, Yaoyorozu, but I don't have time to waste. Within, rushing towards the bomb, within, Momo stepping in front of Izuku, saying, I won't let you! Within, basically jumping into the air, and then knocking her steel rod out of her hands like it was nothing. With then, she actually falling down on the ground. With then Izuku placing a hand on the bomb, with saying, sorry, but this is over. With soon, All Might was still shocked and surprised, mostly about the color scheme and and the look of Izuku's Keyblade would soon snap out of it saying, "The hero team wins!" With that, everybody was downright shocked, within Ojiro and Tokiyami still battling before hearing All Might would soon saying, "Looks like Midoriya made it." Within Ojiro saying, "Looks like I failed. I guess I must have underestimated Midoriya. That's something I can't do again." But soon, Dark Shadow returns to Tokiyami as he soon heads out of the building. Within, Ojiro heads to where Izuku and Momo are. As Izuku puts away his Keyblade, it then soon offers a hand to Momo, saying, "You okay, Yaoyorozu? Sorry if I seemed like I was a little rough." But soon, she realized that not only he knocked the steel rod out of my hands, he also broke it in two with just one swing. He used enough force to snap it, with also knocking me off my footing as well. But then, she soon getting out of her train of thoughts, but then saying, "It's okay, Midoriya." And she soon reached her hand for Izuku's, and then stands back up. With soon, Izuku realized, wow, she's a lot taller than me than I expected. With Izuku smiling nervously. Within, Ojiro entering the room saying, "Yaoyorozu, Midoriya." With saying, "Oh, hey Ojiro." With then saying, "He really did knock through that barricade like it was nothing. Man, Midoriya really is something else." With that, soon, everybody from the building begins leaving and heading to the monitoring room. With that, All Might saying, "Well done, the four of you. Well done indeed. But I had to say, class, who do you believe is the MVP of this match?" Which soon, everybody was about to say Izuku, and it being the hero team, of course. What soon within Izuku saying, "I think Yaoyorozu should be the MVP than anything." With everybody surprised hearing this from Izuku, even Tokiyami and even Momo. Then Kirishima saying, "What are you talking about, man? You were able to get past that of Ojiro and even overpowered Yaoyorozu like it was nothing. Why do you think she deserves the MVP?" But soon Shoji spoke up saying, "I think I understand why. It's because of her planning skills, of course." With soon Izuku saying, "Yeah, her planning skills were actually on the spot. If she was facing against any other normal opponent, she would actually overcome them easily. However, due to my dedicated training and also my quirk, of course, there was no chance she was able to overcome it." But soon, but even so, if I didn't have the abilities I did or the skills I learned, I would have lost. No joke. So this is mostly due to me over preparing myself. And also, Yaoyorozu's plans truly were amazing." After hearing that explanation, Momo was pretty taken back about that. But soon, she bows to Izuku out of thanks, saying, "Thank you for the words of encouragement, Midoriya. I appreciate those." With soon, Izuku getting a little bit nervous and begins blushing, saying, "Oh, it's nothing. I was just giving out my honest opinion, that's all." With soon, All Might saying, I see. If that's what you think, young Midoriya, I'll allow it. But I still think you deserve MVP as well. How about a secondary MVP spot for yourself?" With soon, Izuku saying, "I'd be honored, sir," as he bows to the number one hero. Seeing this, Bakugo getting pissed and annoyed at Izuku. As soon he swears that he's going to get a better score than the nerd and finish quicker. However, that didn't work out so well. mostly due to him being, well, already pretty pissed off and angry at Izuku and nearly destroyed the building, even though he was part of the hero team alongside Kirishima against that of, well, Suyu and Ida, actually. So, yeah. Which the MVP goes to Ida, just like it would in canon, due to him taking his job as a villain seriously and almost running down the clock, actually. The villain team would have won, however, due to Bakugo's, well, huge explosion and determination, didn't work out so well. So yeah. At any rate, all the other matches go somewhat differently and somewhat similar as they would, but then combat training finally coming to an end. With that, All Might says that everybody's done an amazing job and looks forward what they're capable and how much they improve in the in the months to come of their first year in UA. After saying that, he dashes off like in that of a blink of an eye, which soon everybody was surprised. But then, soon Izuku fanboying like crazy, with even Kirishima complimenting that All Might is a true man's man. But then looking at Izuku saying, "Hey Midoriya, I gotta ask about your sword. It looked so much different from it was before." But soon Izuku actually getting kind of nervous, saying, "Oh yeah, about that. It's because of the keychain here, as it being an All Might keychain." With saying, I'm able to copy the properties of the person that's based off the keychain, if anything. So, due to All Might having that of superhuman speed and power, I'm able to have the same kind of strength that All Might has, but on a weaker level, of course. With soon everybody's still shocked and surprised hearing this. Even both Shoto and Bakugo are, especially Bakugo getting pissed at this, hearing this explanation saying that he's on near the same level of All Might with his Keyblade, getting unnaturally angry at Izuku. He was about to rush at him, and then he was about to explode him, with soon screaming out, "You damn nerd, die!" Then an explosion covers Izuku, with everybody that was around him kind of getting knocked back, with soon Ochako screaming out, "Deku!" With then Ida screaming, "Midoriya, no!" With even Tokiyami saying, "Midoriya, Bakugo, why would you?" But soon he getting pissed, as he's basically blinded by a blind rage. But soon darkness begins flowing around his body. With that, Izuku saying, "So, was it you, Bakugo? Were you the one coated in darkness at UA during the entrance exam 2 months ago?" But soon, hearing Izuku's voice in surprise saying, "What the hell are you talking about? Better question is, why the hell are you not dead?" With that, Izuku is coated around in that of a magic barrier. With soon, everybody was shocked and surprised seeing this. Then Izuku lowering his barrier and talking to Bakugo, saying, "Kachan, if you continue on this path, if you continue being unjustly angry, you will become something unrecognizable anymore. You won't even be you anymore." But then Bakugo hearing this saying, "Is that a threat? Are you threatening me, you damn nerd?" With soon Izuku saying, "I'm not. You're threatening yourself, if anything." Saying, "What?" With then Izuku putting his Keyblade away and walking back to the changing rooms. With soon everybody in Class 1A, round being Sato, Sero, Jiro, Mina, alongside Toru, and many others in Class 1A began talking about Bakugo and that he has an unnatural temper. With soon, a few of the security bots actually noticed this and soon, they reported this to Aizawa. As hearing this, Aizawa soon sighs, saying, "Damn it, Bakugo. You had great potential, and yet it looks like you're just trying to waste it. Guess it can't be helped." Then, the next day, everyone in Class 1A prepares to head to school, with then being stopped by the press. But, however, that turned out not so well, if anything. With then Izuku getting quite nervous, especially since, many of the press have been trying to get interviews and closer to Izuku when he's the key warrior. With then, he's grabbed by somebody, as being that of Nejira, saying, "Come on, Izuku, you're gonna be late." With soon Izuku saying, "Hado-senpai." With then, they ran to UA together. With then Aizawa basically cutting off all the reporters and then slamming their gates in front of them. With one of the reporters getting pissed at this and saying, "It's so not fair. We just want to talk to All Might." With then Izuku saying, "Thanks again, Hado-senpai. I appreciate it a lot." With soon she's saying, "You get really nervous around me." With then Izuku saying, I get nervous around a lot of people, actually. I don't really have that quite a bit of self-esteem. With soon she's saying, "Really?" With then she can thinking, is he really the key warrior? He's completely different from him. The key warrior seems like that's confidence and knows that he can handle anybody. But Midoriya, on the other hand, is completely different. It's completely opposite of that. Well, soon she's saying, "I think you should have more confidence in yourself, Midoriya. You were able to get into UA, and not only that, the hero course of all things. That should be the biggest accomplishment that you should think of." With her giving off that of a comfort smile, with soon Izuku blushing quite a bit, as then he gives off that of a simple smile, thinking, "Thank you, Nejiri-san. I appreciate that." With soon she's saying, if you'd said, "Would you like to be friends?" instead of just seeing me as your upperclassman. With soon Izuku saying, "Friend? I've never actually had any friends since I was in elementary school." With soon she's saying, "Oh, why is that?" But then Izuku was about to explain before stopping himself and saying, It's complicated. I'll tell you another time." But soon saying, "Thanks again for helping me with the reporters," as he soon heads off to Class 1A, with leaving the girl kind of confused, curious, and also wondering if Izuku was holding something back. Within, everybody in Class 1A is now together, with soon Aizawa entering, with Bakugo still having death glares at Izuku. With then, he's soon saying, "Before we start today's class, I have something to say." As soon everybody began quieting down, but then saying, "Bakugo, grab your things. You're suspended from school for the next 5 days." With soon Bakugo's eyes widen, saying, "What? Why?" With then saying, "From yesterday's incident, for you trying to blow up Midoriya. Also, you could have hurt many of your own classmates in the process." With soon saying, "That's not my fault, they were in my damn way." With soon Izuku saying, "Kachan, calm down. You almost saying, 'Shut the hell up, you damn nerd.'" Saying, "Bakugo, that's enough." With then Aizawa's eyes begin glowing red and his hair is standing up. But then canceling Bakugo's quirk. With the saying, I will be able to make it longer if you want. But I don't think we both want that. Isn't that right?" Soon Bakugo saying, Damn it. With saying, "Go now." As soon, Bakugo grabs his things, leaves Class 1A and slams the door. But then, soon, Kirishima is saying, man, poor Bakugo. He must be, I can understand why he's quite pissed, but still, what he did. But then, soon, Mineta is saying, he's a freaking psychopath. How does somebody like him get into Hero Course? As for Ochako, she looks at Izuku and worried for him and kind of wonder about the relationship between him and Bakugo. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. And also, please like and subscribe. That always helps out the channel a lot, and it means that you guys really love this series. And also, please check out my Discord and my gaming channel. Links will be in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!